Hello there everyone and welcome back. It is time to get things underway, and now that I got that bad rust off me, here's hoping we could continue on with the streak that has been going on despite my best attempts to foil it, I guess you could say. You think after being off for a week, you think the losses would start coming in, especially with a mirror match, which arguably could be the more intense type of matchups you would think. Nonetheless, I have my full forces ready there. My Gothic, unfortunately, is going to be out for a match because of the loss in warp effect, but hey, I can live with that so long as it's gaining experience. Hell, it gives me an opportunity to try and mix things up a little bit, because I have been using it a lot as kind of like my cruiser fill-in slot, considering the Dominators are kind of like one-trick ponies. At least that's what I'm finding of them there. Although they could have some practical use there with their macro batteries there, I don't feel like the Novacan will be useful against anything outside of Eldar because of his shields being able to negate a lot of the damage. Something I will have to experiment with, to say the least. But Devil Overlords have been proven pretty well there. The Lances are good at chipping away from a distance. They got the extreme long range potential as well, of course. My Retribution, Savior Retribution, is my what am I saying? Just my raw damage potential. Ooh, this is going to be completely different. We're going to get in our first space station assault. I'm the attacker this time. I am paying attention. Thankfully, the patch may have helped a little bit. Oh my god, another mirror match. So, this in theory works well for me because of all the torpedoes being able to just straight up hit the station there, not being able to move. This works well for me for a long-term engagement. Which begs the question, do I go with Devil Overlords again? I feel like I go with Devil Overlords. Problem is I have no Gothic to provide extra missile support, so this could be a problem. It's very likely though fighters will shoot them down, but that's kind of why I want more torpedoes, because Dominators kind of don't help in that fact there. Unless I go with two of them to maybe shoot down the frigates, that's the only exception there. So, do I go with 3 light cruisers? This is a bit extreme, isn't it? Because I don't need to engage right away, and I will have a crap ton of Cobras to kind of keep pelting them down. A little bit of a different style, but I like the potential of it. Maybe I could just overwhelm him with torpedoes, as stupid as that sounds. Because I'm shooting at something I can't move. So you think this would be a good strategy. It just depends on how many fighters he's fielding. Which, if he's fielding a lot of carriers, that actually works well for me because that limits the amount of torpedo options he have. A Mars battlecruiser would not have torpedoes. A battleship, Emperor sure as hell won't, but he will have the Vision. That's something to be mindful of. And maybe there's only one cruiser that can also launch fighters that may have access to torpedoes. Only thing I could think of. Now, I want to try and shoot this at a good angle so I can hit multiple things. And it's a little too predictable to be over the Nebula Cloud. I feel like with him being able to deploy mines, I want to go somewhere else that you can't expect. And what was that click I heard? Oh, those are him laying down mines, I'm gonna guess. It's a little bit annoying, to say the least. So, let me try and maneuver these in a way I can fire torpedoes potentially immediately. Potentially. I gotta be careful of being tightly clumped for torpedoes, like having to deal with torpedoes as well, but nice, simple, lean setup. It's just a matter of micromanaging all this, especially when all their reinforcements start kicking in. So, burn retros for everything. I don't want them moving just yet. And we'll see how this goes.
At your command.
Alright.
Reloading. Yes, Admiral.
Maybe a little excessive, that's fine. I could play the long con here. Okay. So we're looking at one cruiser.
Ship ready.
Do I even want to turn? This sounds really stupid actually now that I think of it.
Your orders.
Really questionable.
Yes, Admiral.
Only thing I want to move with might be the cruisers here, the light cruisers.
Ship ready. Burn retros. Yes, Admiral.
Yeah, this might hurt a little bit.
At your command.
But considering the circumstances, I did not take very much damage.
Changing course. At your command.
Huh. Maybe it's a bit of an overreaction there.
Awaiting
Just a
orders.
little bit. This is going to be weird to say the least.
Awaiting orders. Orders received.
Am I okay with taking these torpedo hits though? Because if I spread out there, I'm not going to take a lot of hits. And this helps minimize damage to some extent.
Yes, Admiral.
This is probably a dumb idea because I don't know how effective the torpedoes actually are going to be, is the problem.
Your orders.
Because I'm not really paying attention to that,
Awaiting
if I were to be
orders.
honest. Let's see.
Initiate
You're going to
emergency
repair.
repairs. Your orders.
And since I'm staggering fire, it's not going very well.
Ship ready.
And if I can detect them, that'll be fine. So actually, let me try and start doing that maybe.
Ship ready. Burn retros.
Everything's already moving, so...
Setting course.
Do I have a beacon? Yes, I have beacons available.
Awaiting orders.
And Overlord, you're just going to turn and
Helm coordinates acknowledged.
try and deal with this.
Reloading.
It also helps if I keep these recharges going too.
Ready.
Ooh,
Orders
hull
received.
breach. Nice hit, you bastard. Having to get that hit in.
At your command.
So repairs are underway.
Retros.
It's a bit annoying having to
Underway.
just kind of keep turning everything.
Burn retros.
So,
Your orders.
I do have fighters underway to kind of block some of this.
Engines hot.
Now,
At your command.
just keep on fighting, firing away.
Understood.
Dumb idea, especially now that I'm blocking most of my own stats. Oh, heavily damaged, I can't repair. That's a little unfortunate.
Yes, Admiral.
I was hoping to shoot some of those torpedoes down, and you are not being very helpful. But on the plus side, I could detect these stuff, see what happens.
Yes, Admiral.
Bit of a slow match, because I don't know how exactly is the best way to fight this.
Course plotted.
I'm honestly not sure.
All ahead full.
So I'm just going to go and detect them and use that to my advantage.
Awaiting
It helps if I stop staggering the fire though, because they do need to be kind of grouped together to get the best value.
Engaging.
So, I haven't really damaged anything. Nothing of note. He has a bunch of level 10s, bunch of Mechanicus stuff.
Changing course. Cruising speed set.
I'm probably going to lose this fight there in that case, but
Underway.
what's the one thing I got going? I got stasis bombs, really. I got stasis bombs, so I can go into tight ball. I know he's got torpedoes, so I'm not afraid of that so much.
At your command.
So now I can group up. If I time my stasis bombs properly, that'll work well.
Cruising speed set.
And just get the free fighters in.
Engines to maximum.
Keep recharging.
Yes, Admiral.
Although I probably should have done stasis fire. Or not stasis fire, but silent running maybe. That might have been a good idea in retrospect, but that's fine.
At your command.
I'm ready to mix it up there. I also know his layout is. He only's got one overlord, whereas I have two, so this works well for me, right? That may have been a mistake. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I'm an idiot. I'm overthinking this quite a bit. That's what it feels like here.
Damage teams begin repairs now.
And I just let my dauntless take 2 hits. That was a little unfortunate too.
Understood.
Now, we're gonna go into the open space here is the plan. A lot more freedom without this mines and without this dang asteroid field, which I'm kind of flying into, which is a bit of a blunder, isn't it?
Awaiting orders.
Keep these ships moving. Keep these ships going. Build up my fleet, because
Ready.
I don't need to worry too much, right?
Engines to maximum.
And he's firing at his side. Yep. He's coming to me.
Yes, Admiral.
I don't know if he smells blood or not, but we'll see in a moment. He does have a bit of advantage because I'm not giving him the torpedo shots he wants, but if he's away from the station, it's not so bad.
Cruising speed set. Acquiring new vector.
So,
Engines hot.
let's get these torpedoes in.
Command.
Come on.
Setting course.
Come on, you stupid things, move. I'm trying to figure out where my ships are. It's really hard to do, effectively. And I'm in this dang field again, so that's annoying.
Engines hot.
Well, if only I had executed this a little bit better.
Your orders. Understood. Ship ready. Helm coordinates acknowledged.
Come on.
Setting course.
I may have not placed that properly, but
Ship ready.
we'll see. Also, repair.
Damage teams, begin repairs now.
This is going to be hectic, needless to say, but I think I have the
Setting course.
better fleet, as it were.
At your command.
Especially with a stasis bomb in the way.
Engines hot.
We'll see in a moment. Did I tell you to stop firing? Yeah, I told you to hold fire. I don't want you to hold fire, you stupid thing. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong buttons for once, so that's helpful.
Awaiting orders.
I am mismicroing this pretty badly now.
Plotted.
So long as I'm doing more damage to him, that's fine. Hell, I don't even need to aim at him. I just need to destroy his station is really all I need to do.
Awaiting orders. Helm coordinates acknowledged.
It's really all I need to do, because he's doing very little in terms of, like, maneuvering his fleet.
Underway. Engines to
Yeah, this is pretty sloppy, though. It feels really damn sloppy, but
changing
I got the
course.
better raw firepower, and again, I don't even have to do anything to him. I just have to kill his station,
Yes, Admiral.
to be perfectly honest, so that's fine, even if it is sloppily done. Because he's hardly doing anything with these cruisers, that much I'll say for certain.
Ship ready. Burn retros. Underway. Burn retros.
Oh, that's not what I want.
Activating tactical.
One of the few times I'll actually use these, the cogitator, because I'm not executing effectively.
Changing course. At your command.
So,
Initiate emergency repairs. Your orders.
let's get this going, start firing, start blowing stuff up. It helps if I actually fire my torpedoes effectively, though.
Execute high energy turn.
And my torpedoes didn't do any damage either, which is a bit of a shame.
Ship ready.
Gonna dodge most of those.
Received.
Gonna get another round of fire in.
Yes.
Although these are only 4 torpedoes, that's fine, a little bit.
Engines hot.
And I am mismanaging this really damn well. I am not happy about this result. And he is auto-casting from the looks of it too, so that is the only thing he's got going for him.
Coordinates
So he's doing the lazy style.
awaiting
So in that case, we're just gonna focus fire and really punish him. Which of course, for some reason, aren't piercing rounds that did crap. Because as soon as one of them starts dying, then there's not much he can do about it.
engines hot.
So we're gonna kill this Mars.
At your command. All ahead full.
Everything boost out.
Helm coordinates acknowledged.
Focus fire on this thing. And get ready for my boarding attempts.
Underway.
That was a good hit there, but Again, I want to focus one of his down if I can. Yeah, and he is doing silly autocast, so
Firing new vector.
not exactly exciting. He's not even using broadside weaponry, so
Course plotted.
because two could play at this game if you want to kind of like be creative.
Energy turn. Yes.
You're being unoriginal, and I don't think I like it so much, you jerk.
Awaiting
Oh,
orders.
and one thing I learned in subordination, you cannot interrupt the warp out. So this is not going to yield much results unless I straight up kill it.
Setting course.
Which sadly, even with full broadside torpedoes hitting it there, did absolutely nothing. Fine.
At your command.
You and your stupid autocast. I thought I was doing things wrong, and then I realized how disappointing you truly are.
Helm
You and your level 10s mean nothing. I'm not afraid of you now. You're not even doing anything, for crying out loud. Which half makes me wonder if he's a bot.
full.
I'm not gonna lie, it makes me wonder if he's a bot. Cause look at this, I could just fly up right into him. Look, he looks so adorable right. Well, we're back at the fleet management tab. I'm gonna assume you know what that means. The damn game crashed on me. Just as I was about to clobber his ass. Although I'm willing to say, if you are willing to agree with me there, I don't think that I would consider that a loss. It was looking very promising because one of his ships was about to warp out. Sure as hell didn't look like he was gonna commit mutiny. And I was about to destroy his overlord or his other battle cruiser or cruiser there. So I want to say that technically was not a loss. Hell, it didn't even register the battle because my Gothic's still in the warp. So frustrating to say the least, but our spirits are still intact. And if nothing else, I can at the very least say, excuse me, that now I lost, damn it, the gas in my stomach threw away my thought process. I completely forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I could say that I threw the rust out after that match there. I got all the bad plays I've been doing out of the way, so hopefully we're going to get some professional performance, right? Top tier play, esports style, right? Don't you laugh at me. I know you are. Hopefully we're not getting paired up with the same guy again, because now that I know his style, how he plays, that is so predictable. I can abuse that so heavily because, in all honesty, he wasn't even turning to face his turrets to me. So, if I turned effectively to dodge the torpedoes, then I would have just demolished them even with his 75 prow armor. So, that would have not been very exciting. I'm just saying that much. And that overcruiser probably should have died earlier because the number of torpedoes that got deflected as a result earlier of that during that match too, damn it. I'm real bitter about that. Oh well, it's not only thing I would have missed out on was the experience, so it's not that big of a deal. And it has been a while, but we're gonna face off against some Chaos Cruiser Clash. I'm tempted to go with a Retribution, but is that a smart idea? I don't have the short burn torpedoes, because for the long range engagement he's probably going to commit to. I'm going to have at least two battle cruisers with long range if I go with double over. Oh, it's 300 points. Wow, I did not even realize that. I'm making a note to look at the mission type of that, and I did fail to notice 300 points. Well, do I go overkill and go with a Retribution? That sounds stupid. And you know what? I like it. I'm going to have a bit of fun after that frustrating result of last match. This is probably going to end my streak because it's not really planned out and it's super, super top heavy, but I'm going to have some fun with this. I feel bad for him if he feels like he's been outclassed though, I'm not going to lie. If it turns out he has a bunch of cruisers or light cruisers that are still like level 3 or 4, I am going to genuinely feel bad. But I feel like this is not really a good strategy on the plus, so how do I want to do this? Because he's going to easily outmaneuver me. But again, to be fair, he's going to outmaneuver me regardless with my cruisers and light cruisers. The only thing I have going if I were to go with Overlords, and that would have been my short burn torpedoes, which now I'm sort of starting to regret having just the Retribution, if I'm going to be honest. We'll see how this goes.
Awaiting orders.
Now, I'm going to play a little bit of mind games here. I'm going to keep the ship slow somehow to make him think I have maybe 2 cruisers in that. Because if this turns out he sees that this is a frigate, then
Changing course.
he's going to maybe assume the other one's a battleship, and he's
Burn
going to
retros.
affect his gameplay as a result. So
Cruising speed.
this is
set.
going to be a lot of micromanagement and a lot of repetitive audio. So
Burn retros.
we're going to keep hearing the same thing over and over again.
Setting course.
Just move forward 5 seconds, hold burn retros for 5.
Burn retros.
That's basically all it is. Nothing
Orders
very exciting,
received.
but I am interested to see what happens. And since he has only 5 ships that with 300 points,
Yes, Admiral. Underway.
ooh,
Orders.
let me try and dodge these beacons. I don't want my strategy to be foiled so quickly, if I can help it. And I know he has at least 2 beacons. I know that much at least, or 2 cruisers. Okay, I'm not gonna dodge this.
Understood.
My retribution might, but my frigate's gonna give away what my strategy is. I think. Nope, the angle's it's turned a little bit to the left. I might dodge it. I might dodge it.
Engines hot.
Come on, come on, come on. I think if he was really paying attention, he would know that this is probably a frigate, though. Let's be fair.
Burn retros.
So far, so good. And I have a Widowmaker again to
Your
kind of
orders?
spot for me.
Underway.
Oh, and he just boosted, so I know 3 of them are infidels, and he's got like a decoy or something. Yeah, that's a decoy, so that tells me to siege or Slanesh or something. That's what that tells me anyway. And I kind of want to get ready to fire on his ass.
Course plotted.
I don't know how effective it's going to be, because I am in range now. Surprise!
Setting course.
You may not have a clue what it is still. You may think it's still an overlord, so that is still a possibility. And now I'm ready to torpedo your ass. This is stupid.
Awaiting orders.
Like I said, I'm going to have some fun with this.
Orders received.
Here comes 8 torpedoes for you. They don't have short burns, so you may still very well dodge them, but I'm going to have some fun with these ships.
Your orders.
It's the only thing I had got going for me. What can I say?
At your command.
Oh, I forgot. I can get more ships out of this. So now the odds are evening just a little bit.
Ship ready.
Ooh. Oh, seriously? Seriously, seriously. Okay, I may have accidentally fired
Orders.
my... I don't know what I was going to say. My melted torpedoes. I may have accidentally fired them. So we'll see.
Setting course.
Hold that off for a bit. And now yeah, level 3. I seriously feel bad for this guy.
Orders received.
Because this is not going to be pleasant.
Awaiting orders. Helm
In the wake of the
coordinates
torpedoes comes your demise.
acknowledged. Execute high energy turn. Yes, Admiral.
Kill that thing, run away.
Setting course. Cruising speed set.
I may not be able to chase you effectively, but I sure as hell can still hit you. And that's all I need to do, right? Although I should have tried to aim for these engines.
Awaiting orders. Changing course.
Now, eat that barrage, why don't ya? Only 3 hits, but I'll happily take it. Especially for that kind of damage.
Target locked.
And actually finish off that dang frigate. I figured it was dead, but it's not. And I want to correct this. Also, I have Widowmaker, so your siege is not going to do much for you. I am sorry.
For the Emperor.
Like I said, I feel bad now.
Changing course.
But he can still do a lot of work to me if he can outmaneuver me
Coordinates acknowledged.
with just 1 ship.
All ahead full.
Wait, why are you going this way? Stop doing that. I did not ask you to go this way.
Underway.
Just kill that frigate. Someday. It helps if I stop micromanaging it horribly enough. Engines are gone for that one, so that one's pretty damn screwed. So I can just play with my food a little bit. And this dang thing still hasn't killed it. I know it's only got 1 macro cannon, but I was hoping to ram it. Alright, time to take drastic measures.
Setting course.
There. Drastic measures, torpedoes have been implemented.
Understood.
If this was when I was having my bad day, the last video, then I would actually, this single-handedly alone would let me brighten my mood quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I probably would change my playstyle quite a bit to be a winning playstyle rather than one that could have potentially got me killed. I'm not gonna lie.
Engines to maximum.
Okay, I'm gonna let him go.
Acknowledged.
I'm gonna let him go.
Ship ready.
I'm not that heartless. Especially this today. Because it is a bit of a one-side match. I figured it would be a nice little different thing for him. Well, that was a poor sentence. I was hoping maybe if he could have gone like, could he have gone 3 cruisers? I don't think he could have. But I don't know how many bonus points he would have gotten. Because I seriously doubt he had 300 to work with. Ah, well. We got the frustrating match out of the way, and we got the easy match out of the way, so I guess all in all this has been a good day, right? It still doesn't help my win streak unless you want to consider the game crash as a loss. I'll leave that to you to decide, but as far as I'm concerned, the streak still continues and I don't know if I should be terrified or not.